Welcome back to Studio Sydney Pilates, and welcome to your 15-minute Pilates for Belly Bloat flow. Today we'll focus on gentle movement, breath, mobility, and deep core support to help release tension through the abdomen and help the body feel a little less tight and stagnant. This is the perfect routine for days when you're feeling bloated, sluggish, crampy, or uncomfortable. Maybe it's that time of the month, or maybe you had some extra broccoli last night. No equipment needed, just wear something comfortable, grab your mat, and let's get started. Starting today in 4-point kneeling, we'll start with the wrists stacked underneath the shoulders and the knees stacked underneath the hips. And going into our cat and cows or flexion and extension, we're going to do our yoga breaths here. So on the extension, we inhale. And then for flexion, for cat stretch, we exhale, engaging the core, drawing navel to spine. Inhale, extension, dropping the chest and the tummy to the floor. Exhale, scoop the tummy. Again, can we engage the abs, drawing navel to spine, getting deep flexion here. We're here for 60 seconds, warming up through the spine, warming up through the abdominals, the shoulders. Cat and cow stretch helps to stimulate digestion because when we're going into our cat stretch or our flexion, we're compressing the organ slightly. And then as we come into our extension, we feel that pressure release. And so the alternating motion helps to stimulate intestinal movement a bit, sort of like a gentle massage for your digestive tract. From here, we're going to alternate from our 4-point kneeling flat back to our child's pose. On the inhale, we come up to 4-point kneeling flat back. On the exhale, we sit the hips back to the heels, chest to the thighs, and we'll just keep it moving here, again, moving with the breath. Inhale, we shift the weight forward, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Exhale, shift the weight back, hips to the heels. We're here for 60 seconds as well. And same idea here, as we bring the hips back to child's pose, we're compressing slightly through the core, through the intestinal tract. And then as we come up to 4-point kneeling, it allows our diaphragm to just relax, our intestines to relax. So that movement back and forth stimulates intestinal movement. Awesome. The next move, we're going to find a bit more circulation through the body. So tucking the toes under, we're going to come into our bear hover, knees hovering over the mat. Then shift the weight back, hips to the heels, extend the legs long to downward dog. Again, bend the knees, and then we shift the weight back to our bear hover. So hips go back to heels, extend the legs long, bend the knees, hips back to the heels, and then shift the weight forward again. So again, we're finding more circulation through the body here, gently compressing and releasing through the abdominal wall. And we're going to find a little bit more heat through the body here. So also moving through the lymphatic system a bit more, just creating that circulation through the entire body. And as you come into that downward dog, can we drop the heels to the floor, finding length through the back of the legs, gently drawing the core up and in. So for the next few, I really want you to think drawing in through the core as you come into your downward dog and feeling your core work to control the movement back to your bear hover. 20 more seconds here. We'll keep it really smooth, keep it controlled. Exhale to extend the legs, heels to the floor, abs turn on, and then shifting the weight back. Awesome work. And we'll drop the knees down onto the mat, Tops of the feet come down onto the mat again as well. We'll bring the knees nice and wide as the mat, toes together. And then we're going to come into our child's pose with a side flexion. So reaching the hands over to the left side of the mat, taking deep breaths in here. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, open through the chest. And then passing through center, bringing the hands over to the right side of the mat. Same thing. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale to turn the core on, drawing navel to spine. Awesome. Back to center. And then we'll come onto our backs here. So for our next few exercises, we'll just be lying down. So starting with your knees bent, feet hip-width distance apart, soles of the feet down on the mat. We're going to come to our neutral pelvis, neutral spine, so tailbone heavy. Shoulder blades are heavy behind us, flush with the mat, collarbone wide. And then we're going to windshield wipe the legs from side to side, bringing the knees both over to one side, letting the spine twist. Inhale, knees to the sky. Exhale, knees over to the other side. Can we keep the shoulder blades heavy on the mat behind us? Keep the chest proud, palms facing up. And again, finding deep rotations here through the spine. Exhale, knees over to one side. Inhale, knees to the sky. Exhale, over to the other side. And as we find this twist, hopefully we notice some tension releasing through the abs and lower back, while again encouraging the mobility and circulation through the digestive area. From here, bringing the knees back up to the sky, we're going to find a slight pelvic tilt here, drawing the ribs down and in to connect into the core, and then bring the legs up to tabletop one at a time. Knees are going to stay hip width distance, ankles are going to stay hip width distance as we again rotate through the spine, bringing the knees over to one side so you're coming onto the right side of the hip. And then over to the left side of the hip, we're turning on our deep core and obliques to support the abdominal wall here. Again, I want you to draw the ribs down and in and focus on rotating from the spine while keeping the knees apart. So letting this movement come right from the waist, keeping the shoulder blades heavy behind us, flush with the mat, palms facing up, and maybe we can start deepening the rotation. So bringing the knees over a bit further to the left, and then a bit further to the right, but keeping the shoulders heavy behind us, and again, letting that movement come right from the spine, right from the center of the waist. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Bringing the feet back down onto the mat. Again, soles of the feet down, feet hip width distance, knees hip width distance. We're going to find gentle pelvic tilts here, starting in neutral, tailbone heavy, and then using your deep core to tilt the pelvis, pubic bone to the ceiling, lower back to the mat. I want you to notice here what muscles are working to tilt the pelvis. Relax through your hamstrings completely, relax through your glutes. Try to turn on your deep core muscles, your TVA, to tilt the pelvis. Lower back to the mat, inhale to tilt back neutral. And then maintaining imprint, so lower back on the mat, tailbone tucked under. We're going to bring the knees into the chest and then hug the left knee into the chest a little closer as we extend the right leg long, holding here for a second, and then switch, left leg extends, we pull right knee into the chest. So kind of like our single thigh stretch, but I want you to actively pull the opposite knee into the body, into the chest. Inhale to switch, exhale, pull the knee into the chest. Again, we're trying to maintain that imprint position, so keeping the pelvis tilted, lower back stays connected to the mat as much as possible. Inhale to switch, exhale, pull that knee in close as the other leg goes down close to the floor. We're using our core here, our deep core muscles, to stabilize the pelvis in that imprint position and stabilize the spine. And then bringing the knee into the chest again really helps the digestive system release. When we bring the knees into the chest, it helps to mechanically lengthen the organs in the digestive system, just letting things pass easier. And again, helping the circulation and mobility. Last 10 seconds. And then keeping the right leg extended, we can bring that right heel down, keeping the left knee into the body, and we'll just rock the left knee from side to side, releasing the hip flexors and lower back. And then bringing left leg to tabletop, knee stacked over hip. We'll bring that left knee over to the right side of the body, reaching your left arm long. Keep the left shoulder blade heavy on the floor, heavy on the mat behind you. We can look at the left hand and just finding a deep twist here through the spine. Take deep breaths here. Inhale, opening through the chest, lengthening through that left pec and shoulder. And coming back through to center, we'll extend that left leg long now. Bend the right knee into the chest again, just rocking that right knee from side to side first. Again, releasing the right hip flexor now, releasing the low back, keeping the left heel heavy on the floor. And then right leg comes to tabletop. We bring the right leg over to the left side of the body, reach the right arm long, looking at the right hand, keeping the right shoulder blade heavy on the mat. And we'll take deep breaths here. And coming back through to center, let's hold on to the backs of the knees. We're gonna nod chin to chest into our flexion and then rock up and down the spine, finding momentum, feeling each vertebrae make contact with the mat before coming all the way up to seated. We'll come to a cross-legged position and just rock from side to side, releasing through the hips, trying to bring the sit bones heavy on the mat. Then let's come into a side flexion. Right hand comes down on the mat beside you. Reach the left arm up and over. And then exhale to rotate the spine to the floor. Inhale to rotate the spine upwards. Again, exhale, rotate downwards, reaching your left arm long. And inhale to open chest to the sky, shoulder blades together. And then coming over to the other side, right arm reaches up and over. Exhale, rotate to the floor on the exhale. Inhale, rotate to the sky, shoulder blades together. Again, exhale, downward rotation. Reach the fingertips long. Inhale, upward rotation. And coming back to center before restacking the spine. Thank you so much for moving with me. I hope your body feels a little lighter and more relaxed after that flow, and I'll see you in next class. Thank you, everyone.